In the final desperate months of the Pacific War, the Imperial Japanese Navy resorted to a terrifying tactic. The Fukuryu, or crouching dragons. These were not elite commandos, but young student conscripts given a crude, disposable breathing apparatus, a bag of rice, and a 25-kilogram contact mine on a long bamboo pole. Their mission was to wait submerged in the shallow coastal waters of the Japanese home islands, and when an American invasion barge passed overhead, swim up and ram the mine into its hull, dying in the blast. It was a human depth charge. This story is not about a Fukuryu, but about the man ordered to transport him. Kazuo Tanaka was a 45-year-old fisherman from a small village on Honshu. His boat, the Lucky Crane, a wooden 30-footer, had been confiscated. His new naval officer was a boy of 19, frantic-eyed, clutching his mine like a sacred relic. Tanaka's orders were simple. Take the boy 5 miles out at dusk, drop him in a pre-marked grid, and return at dawn to pick up any survivors. He had made this run 6 times. 6 boys had disembarked. He had never picked anyone up. On the 7th night, a stillness fell over the sea. The boy, shivering in his wetsuit, stared at the dark water. Tanaka cut the engine, and in the silence, the boy spoke. Not of the emperor, but of his mother's noodle shop in Osaka, now ash from B-29 raids. He spoke of a girl who had promised to wait for him. He asked the fisherman, "Do you think it will be quick?" At that moment, Tanaka saw not a soldier, but a child more suited to mending nets than wielding bombs. The official war, the war of battleships and proclamations, felt 1,000,000 miles away. Here in the dark was the only war that mattered, the war between an order and a conscience. He made his choice. He did not drop the boy in the water. Instead, he turned the Lucky Crane and sailed parallel to the coast, far from the patrol grids. He said nothing. After 2 hours, he approached a deserted, rocky cove he knew from his youth. He helped the stunned boy out of his suicide gear and hid the heavy mine under a ledge. "Go north," he whispered. "Become a ghost. Your war is over." He then sailed the Lucky Crane back to its original drop point. He waited until dawn, alone, and returned to port. He reported the Fukuryu had been deployed as ordered. He was believed. The boy, Kenji, did become a ghost. He shed his uniform and walked for weeks, surviving on stolen vegetables, until he found work on a remote farm. The battleship he was meant to die for, the I. Jane Haruna, was sunk by American aircraft in its harbor later that month. A victim of a war, the boy no longer fought. Tanaka was never discovered. After the surrender, he retrieved the rusting mine from the cove and dumped it in deep water. He went back to fishing. This story left no record in any military archive. Its battlefield was a few square feet of deck on a wooden boat. Its victory was not measured in sunken tonnage, but in a single continued breath. It proves that in the vast, crushing machine of total war, the most powerful act of defiance is sometimes not to destroy an enemy, but to quietly, irrevocably, save one of your own. The final base of humanity is not a place, but the moment one man looks at another and decides no further.